We live, we live, we live. Let me set this goal right quick, man. Hold up. I'll set this goal up. We live. We live. And I'm here, man. Who that? All right, let's get it in. My bad. Hurricane Mike in the building, man. What's that? My bad, Hurricane Mike.
Nah, you good. What's up, man?
Cooling, bro. Cooling, man. How you doing? Who that to you, baby?
Who that to you, my brother?
How you feel, man? We in this bitch chilling. Man, this motherfucker chilling. What's up with you, Jerry G in the building? What's up with it, brother?
What's good, my J-Ster?
Ham with it, nigga. What's up, man? I'm feeling good, man. I didn't got us a little decent news about Alvin Kamara. I'm feeling decent. How you
Yeah,
feeling, man?
Jerry. You know I had to put an April Fool's joke on them boys.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's good. Oh, you got a Saints? You got a Saints thing too?
Yeah, man.
Oh, okay. I
YouTube
gotta go. I
channel.
gotta subscribe to you. Let me see what your name is.
Yeah, man. I made a video earlier today where I was saying I might become an Atlanta fan, and then I said April Fools, and then I started roasting them.
Let me go subscribe to you right now. I didn't even know you had a I know I heard saying shit. Let me see.
Yeah, I don't really talk about it that much, mainly
Oh,
because. But yeah, I got one now.
what is it? It's your name on here, Hurricane Mike?
Yeah, Hurricane Mike.
Oh, okay. Let me see if I can put it on there. I can just click your profile and see. Find it. Jerry G in the building, man. What's down with you, brother?
Yep,
Yo, what's
Jerry.
up?
What's down?
Good,
Not,
man.
not much. Hey, y'all, y'all do know this is April Fool's Day, right? The first of the
It
month
is.
of April.
Yeah, I can hear
Yes,
you.
sir.
Now, if you notice this empty Super Bowl trophy case you're seeing right in front of your face, what that
No,
what you see, is it and Mikey? What you see, Mikey?
man, I see the Atlanta logo, and yet there's not a single trophy in that thing. Man, that logo looks as empty as a dang house that was made in the 1900s, man. It's like, dang, like that thing is so
Hold on, I'm gonna come back. Hold on.
all right, man. But like I said, man, their trophy case, man, is so burnt out. It is so bad, man. It's
Oh
like
yeah, I just subscribed to you, Mike.
I appreciate it,
Yeah,
man, but it's like.
hold on. Hold up, guys. I'm
It's
coming back. Hold on.
All right.
You're good, man, but it's like, dang, their trophy case, man, so dang empty.
Yeah, they empty. They be talking all that shit, man.
You would think that they would have like 10 Super Bowls with the amount of trash they be talking.
You think so? But shit, they talk so much fucking bullshit.
Bro, they talk more trash than the dang Chiefs or the Patriots do, and they have like some of the most.
Exactly. They talk a lot of shit, man. Yeah, they talk. I did a thing on the Falcon. They was going crazy and shit, and the nigga thing. I'm just like, it's so disrespectful and shit. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Now, what you were
Yeah.
saying, Mike? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear. I got cut off for a second, so I had to come back.
Oh no! All I was saying is that, man, all I see, right, is the Atlanta logo, and then you see the trophy case, man, and the trophy case is as empty as my dang window, man. So empty, man. It's like, man, man, it's so empty, man. It's so empty you could hear a pin drop in that thing, man. It's so empty that like you can literally see your reflection from the dang trophy case, not from the trophies inside the case, but you look at the case and you can see your reflection inside the case, like you're the trophy, man. It's crazy.
I know, right? Look, when I watched your video earlier,
Be honest, did I
I
get
already knew
you?
what was coming, bro.
All right, good, because I was like, man, like, because you see, some Atlanta fans are gullible, right? You knew if they were watching that video, they're like, oh yes, we got him, and just like a minute later, they're like, oh, never mind, never mind.
Hey, Mikey, like Nas say, how I made you look.
Exactly, man. Like, man, I'm telling you,
Man, that
those
shit was
Atlanta fans,
funny.
they're so gullible. I guarantee you, if they watch the video, they would be like, "Yes, we got him. Let's go." I told you, nobody want to be no Saints fan. I told you about being a Lions fan. Oh, never mind. Yeah,
Oops,
let me shut up.
oops, upside your head.
Yeah,
Dude, when I looked at that picture, I was like, "Oh, bro, I got to show this to my guys tonight. They gonna flip out."
yeah, man.
And I
It's
looked at
crazy,
it,
dude.
Izzy and Mikey. I'm like, you know what? This might not be bad for tonight.
Right. Was down with
Yeah,
Because Izzy gonna love it.
Was down T Dirty.
Mikey
Was
gonna
down
love
with
it. Even my boy T Dirty love it. What up, T Dirty?
what up, T Dirty?
T
Happy
freaking Dirty.
draft month, everybody. Happy draft month.
Yes, sir. Hey,
Yeah.
April Fools to all you fail cons.
Yeah. Yo, Jerry, did you know
Yo.
that Atlanta has more Super Bowl rings than the Saints? April
April
Fool!
Fools.
April Fool!
He said, I gotta catch you this weekend.
Man, I'm telling you, man. Them guys, bro. This is why I love to troll them, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring on the trolling, man.
Yeah, T Dirty. We got some catching up to do, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
How y'all? Let me ask y'all a question. How y'all feel about Miss Chris Olave, and do y'all feel as he is a number one, number two? Do y'all feel like how y'all feel about the situation with some people saying he might not be a number one, number two, or is he worth the contract money, which is crazy to me because 33 million ain't even top of the receiver money. But how do y'all feel about that situation, or do we need to draft somebody to compliment him? How y'all feel about that?
I'll let you go ahead, Mikey.
All right. Well, when it comes to this, Chris Olave, I think his main problem is like he'll drop a pass from here and there, but I will say this, I do think he is number one because just because you're not like the best receiver in the league, don't mean you're not a number one. When it comes to stuff like that, like I don't even know if Olave is really top 5 or top 10. I think he could be like on the edge of top 10. But I feel like Olave's like the reason, like Olave, like he's had 1,000 yards every year except for one, and the one
He
year he
went
didn't
healthy,
have 1,000 yards,
right?
he got all them concussions and stuff. So it's like, I mean,
Yeah.
it's not like the dude just be like busting out. Like I think Chris Olave now 33 million is a lot, but I think
DK
when you look
Metcalf
at
getting 35 million, I believe.
yeah, like
Yeah.
when you look at some of the contracts like JSN, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, it's like
Yeah.
33 million going to be like literally like the bottom of the list
Yeah.
in a few years. So I think, if we can get him like for like 4 years, 33 million, even 35 million, honestly. I don't think like because Olave, the thing with him, he's not asking for a ridiculous amount. Like I'm
No.
surprised they ain't paid him yet because like the Saints are probably trying to like I'm probably trying to like wait till the draft and see what like if they draft the guy, but like Olave, he's gonna be a Saint. Like he's gonna be a Saint. Ain't no way we're gonna let him walk and stuff. Like I don't care about the compensatory pick. Like I'm sorry, you're not drafting Chris Olave in the damn fourth round. It's just not gonna happen. So yeah, I think paying him and just getting because you see, what would you rather do? Would you rather keep a good high level wide receiver, or would you rather B gamble and you might draft a guy that's not as good and you won't have Olave, so it's not like that's going to even matter. And like Olave, the thing with him, he never had a great quarterback like that as well, and he still put up 1,000 yards.
Hey,
Like Derek Carr, Spencer Rattler, but now he has Tyler Shuck now, and you saw what he was doing with Shuck last season. So I was like, yeah. All right, Jerry, what you think?
I'd say as of now, I'd say he's going. You might as well say he's the number one right now because like T Dirty said, because of the roster. So and I think if you go ahead and get that deal done, like a 4 year, 30 mil, whatever the amount he wants, just get that out the way and move on.
Right.
Right. Let me read this comment right quick. He said, "I know I want to see what that backfield gonna look like with Kamara, ET, and Nasty. Hell yeah, that backfield gonna be like that." Right. What I would say about the situation is, when you look over the course of receivers, like you said, top 10. I do feel like you're a top 10 receiver. We see DK Metcalf was brought in to be their number one, and he got 33 million, 5 years, 33 million, and he ain't. And your Olave numbers is way better than his. He had 800 some yards, 15 games played. Olave had 15 games played, 1,000 some yards. Every time Chris Olave has been um, healthy, he scratched 1,000. That's not easy. Just coming back and just scratch 1,000. When you start talking about number ones and high number ones, the difference between a number one and a high number one, just like you said, number two and a high number two. When you touching 1,000 yards, you're a one. If you're touching 1,000 and any 1,100, 12, just like with a running back, you're one. When you want to say like say Travis Etienne scratched 1,000, he's an RB1. And then you add
Right.
in the shitty quarterback play and all that the various that factors in. He never had a full 17 game season. Number one. We start talking about the JSNs of the world and the Jamal Chase and the Justin Jeffersons of the world. These guys scratch 14, 15 to 1,700. Now that's a different level of production. That's a high number one. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's just explosive, extremely explosive.
Right.
But
Right.
that don't mean that, like you
Yeah.
said, that when you over 1,000 yards, you're one. You're a reliable target that can catch 1,000 yards. You know what I'm saying? Like, all these other receivers like Nico Collins and all the other guys, they won. They get 1,000 some yards, but they're not the top of the line. It's just like you said, it's like when you deal with the quarterback, Sam Darnold and all these other guys. They mediocre, middle of the pack, but they still a starting caliber quarterback. So that's when it come down to the money issue. He not gonna get no 42, 52 mil. 40 like the high. That's top of the line money. So I don't see why the issue is we're paying him 33, 30 some million. That's wide receiver. That's like one money, low tier one money, but wide receiver two caliber money. I think what T Higgins got like 28 million, and
Right. He's not even the number one.
he's
No.
not a number one. So I mean, like, yeah, that type of shit is like, I mean, I get motherfuckers talking about not to even pay Olave in. No, I don't think you say not paying him much, but that's not shit. 33 million is not shit, bro. We pay Michael Thomas fucking what 20 million a year. I mean, how much it was a year that time? I think the market was
It was
different
a
back
lot.
then. That must have been different back then when we paid him at 20 million. That was like 10 years, almost 8 years ago. So the market
Yeah,
was
but
different.
even the Michael Thomas contract now wouldn't have been that expensive.
Yeah, I mean, like, You gotta pay a guy what they work, bro. Like if a nigga producing, you can't just like you said, nigga. You can't go in the fourth round if you trade Olave. Let's say you get rid of Olave for what, a third or a fourth round pick or something like that. You know, you're not gonna probably find that level of. Why would you go get rid of a nigga just to replace him with the same either a worse draft pick that might not hit or somebody that's equivalent? That's stupid. You just wasting you going basically giving up on a number one to go get a number one or number two possibly. That's stupid. You add to your receiving core and you build around the talent that's already on the roster. You know, that's why I
Right,
think I want to go get a wide receiver in the first round. I know defense sound
right,
good, maybe the premium position, but bro, we got to have somebody. Chuck got to get some weapons. You get a quarterback like that, you got to get him some weapons, bro, because we don't want no games where the passing game just looking stale as hell and Olave get taken out, bro. He can easily get taken out of the game. We've seen him before. I'll get double teamed. You can't depend on him and be like, you need two good wide receivers in this game, bro. Minimum.
right. Like with Chris Olave, when he was drafted out of Ohio State, his big thing was he can create separation,
Yep.
and Olave is great at doing that. However, like we saw it plenty of times, when your team is one dimensional, when you only have that one guy to go to, your
Yep.
offense is going to stall out. That's why if you draft like a Carnell Tate, Jordan Tyson, Makai Lemon, Chris
Yep.
Bell, somebody like that, you're gonna have the defense, pressing up. Like, the amount of times Love is facing a double team because
Right.
they know that, okay, like, I'm sorry, no disrespect, but who in the world is scared of Devon Valley torching them?
Yeah.
Nobody.
They're
With
not.
all due respect, I think Valley's good, but a lot of DBs might not think of him like the world and stuff. So, and also another thing, right? T already brought up a point, right? The amount of concussion balls that Olave's gotten, like I remember in 2024, I think it was, the man got literally like concussed like 5 games in a row. It's like the defense has literally had like a bounty on this man's head. It's like he literally like he would get concussed and then come back and then get concussed again. Like until he got concussed to the point where he couldn't come back. So it's like, yeah, so I think, when it comes to like the money situation, and also another thing, the Saints, when the Saints have a player in mind, they have a money line, which means that they won't go up on the money, but they won't go down. Like they'll see the player as valued. Like that's why, a lot like Teron Armstead left, Marcus Williams left, Mark Ingram left that first time. Like the Saints had that price tag and they were not going to go above it. So it's interesting to see how their price tag will be with Olave. It's probably going to be around 33 mil for 4 years, but we'll just see how things play out.
Right, Jerry.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead. You want to add to that? You got something?
No, I'm just listening to everything you say and I agree.
Okay. You say T Dirty say Olave and Chuck have a great connection. They'll keep him. Yeah,
Exactly.
they'll keep him. It's just bullshitting with the just go ahead and sign a nigga so we could and stuff like that. There's some decent news on Kamara as well. As far as just they Kamara gonna be back. I mean, like for them not to see, just like you say, you can manipulate the room. For them to you have a player like Alvin Kamara and to not test that shit out, that would be the most craziest thing in the world. You basically saying one of these guys are better than Alvin Kamara. First of all, Alvin Kamara is not just a running back. I don't know why people keep viewing him like he's a literally an all around back, a scat back. Catch it out.
Right.
His most damage has always been a slant, a screen across the middle, taking that bitch to the house. You see Drew Brees hit him plenty of time. That Packers game, he broke about 6 tackles. The Bucks game, hit a screen. You know what I'm saying? And taking it to the house or the slant up the middle, back shoulder fade. It's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he could be good on short down and field, which we're gonna need too, because ETN ain't that good on short, third and short, but he's good on getting yards after carry and yards per carry. Um, it's just gonna be a whole different kind of atmosphere. You got why I've been hearing a lot of this Jeremiah Love shit, and I'm just not really the biggest. I mean, listen, if we didn't have ETN, then I'd like, look, I wouldn't mind going to get another good running back. That's fine, but bro, to have three running backs, I'm not. I don't really think we should tote three running backs as far as for a position. That's nobody. Everybody gonna be able to get that many touches. Love and ETN is the same kind of back. Kamara's a little bit different, but it's not like you're gonna make them predictable and just line them out in the slot all day. Like you're gonna have to go get a
Right,
wide receiver. Like I'm not gonna get a running back over a wide receiver. You know what I mean? Like you gotta have some pass catches out there, man. So if
right.
Cornell Tate's on the board, which I don't know if he is, but I'm for sure that Mekhi Lemon gonna be there at 8. Um, some people like Ken Sadiq, the tight end out of Oregon. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think they're gonna go tight end because they just picked up Noah Fant. Um,
Titans in the first round is like I feel like a reach, unless it's like a Tyler Warren or a Brock Bowers, where they're literally generational. But like tight ends in the first round, because like tight ends don't develop right away though. That's the thing. So it's like in the first round, it's like
it all depends. They said just like they did Marcus missed the damn tackle wherever he is, bitch ass. Fuck that nigga. He a curse on his team. Yeah, man, I just feel like it's gonna be a
Fuck
whole different
Williams.
level. It's a whole different I feel like it's a whole different ball game when you're talking about um a lot of people want to get these defensive players. I don't mind going get if any we get a defensive player, I just have to maybe go cornerback. Now listen, I don't know what these guys gonna turn into a Quincy Riley or it wasn't like they was horrible. They was they was ranked C, they had a C grade and overall. It wasn't like they was
right,
just horrible, But maybe we take a gamble this year on these guys. Because, like I said, what if Quincy Riley is a lockdown cornerback? You feel me? Like, what if Kool Aid? What? Let's see it. I don't think it can hurt that much of us if we go because offense we got that fire. I don't think nobody going. I mean, they didn't throw. Even like it's not like they was throwing on us when Alante Taylor got burnt a few times. I mean, Alante Taylor was really overrated to be honest. Like he had average
yeah,
cover skills. Quincy Riley, and Kool Aid had a higher cover grade than this nigga. They did.
yeah, yeah. I think Alontae Taylor, his biggest strength was not the coverage. His biggest strength was zone and like blitzing, like being like I think he has the most sacks by Saints corner in history. So like that was his strength. But like I'm sorry, but $60 million to be an outside corner is diabolical. And look, I love Alontae Taylor, but
Fuck
60 the
Alante Taylor,
Titans gave this
man.
man 60 million. Like, I'm
That's
sorry, but like
stupid.
Alontae's just not worth that. I mean, like 60 million, like, hey, get your money. I don't care what you do, but I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
if I'm a general manager and I'm paying a zone corner $60 million, like I mean, that's why the Titans don't ever do good because they do stuff like that. So,
Right. I'm saying like this. Fuck Alante Taylor. He disrespected us. Fuck that nigga. You good, Jerry G? Um, yeah. To pay, like I said, to play outside corner that much bread. That shit is absolutely ridiculous. Nobody was biting on that shit. That dude gonna get burnt. He gonna get his ass. He gonna get his ass lit up. He can't cover. So yes, I would want a man for the lane. But when it comes down to it, man, you gotta have a receiver, another receiver out because if that dude get taken out of a game, not saying that it's the end of the world as far as you got other players that can produce during the regular season, but when they get to that postseason, bro, and playoff, and these guys got a specific scheme, and they
right,
not getting beat. Fit in Super Bowl, JSN got locked up 27 yards. You know what I'm saying? But other avenues, they had a good, decent running back, and defense played the issue. I feel as though Quincy Riley, who had a cover grade, I believe, of 75, is highly they could cover. So what's the difference if you got Alante covering them beside the corner blitz and shit? What's the difference if these guys play how the Kool-Aid had three interceptions to his two? So if you want to go technical, then these guys outperformed him. And like you said, I think I'm just gonna go receiver. I go wide receiver. Man, to pair him with a Chris Olave, I don't think you could. I don't think it get no better than that. I don't think it get no
right.
better than if Cornell T. I don't know 100% sure if somebody snatch it, but I know Mekhi Lemon will be there, man. And you gotta think about it. If I'm not mistaken, um, uh, college football play 12 games, a 12 game
Yeah.
season, sometimes 13 if you count the Big Ten championship. So you
Well,
talking
yeah, I
about,
mean, teams could play up to like 16 or 17 if they like make the playoffs and stuff.
yeah, if
But
they
so yeah,
make the playoffs, but the USC didn't make the playoff, so they
yeah,
played
yeah. I
13
think
games.
yeah,
And the dude had what 1,100 yards. So you got to think
yeah,
about that. That's what 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 4 less games in the NFL season. So
yeah.
if you had an NFL season, that's like 14, 1,500 yards with what 9 touchdowns he had. Like, listen, I think you take the best prospect there. I think you cannot go wrong with wide receiver, bro. That's the safest pick that you can make at the wide receiver position. It just is. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right, right,
you can't miss it. It's not like they not. You telling me if you get picked in round one and you're going to get paired with Tyler Shuck, they're the whole offseason, they're gonna get nothing but reps. That's if the motherfucker don't turn into a one. I don't give a fuck who the one or who the two, or however you want to pick your poison, but both of them niggas gonna produce. You know what I'm saying? You
right,
can't give me the belief that the offense won't take a step up with another impactful receiver. That's why I say, listen, I don't know what these guys gonna be, man. Like, listen, the defensive, listen, it's good to be optimistic about it, but shit, we just seen plenty of Jadeveon Clownies come through. I'm not saying that they're gonna. It's not like if you get one of these guys there for sure pick because the 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 defense is more predicated on individual success uh more than a quarterback giving the receiver a ball. Now you know you can have individual sense of receiver, but most likely let's look at take Justin Jefferson in consideration. This dude had what 2 touchdowns last year, the lowest of his career, throwing with JJ McCarthy trash ass, and he had it's like 1,000 yards. When he came in the league, he scratched what 1,800.
yeah,
So with a decent quarterback in Kirk Cousins, you see what I'm saying? And even with
right,
Sam Darnold. So we know that the quarterback can elevate the receiver as well as the receiver elevating the quarterback. And you mean you tell me, bro, that fit is just whether you feel like these guys are gonna do this or not. I'm just saying it's a safe pick because I don't. We can speculate. I'm not saying these guys are gonna be trash, but we can speculate what we think they're gonna be. But we don't know for sure if they're gonna be not that they're gonna be our average. Fuck. I know for a fact that Tyler Shuck is gonna make these guys better pass catchers. As far as I just know it, bro. Just we ain't never go wrong with the receiver in the first round. I can't remember the last time we went wrong with a wide receiver in the first round. What's up, brother? What's down, my nigga?
What's up, my man?
What's down, brother?
No the Chop family. What's goody? What's
Chilling,
shucking
man.
with?
Chilling, bro. So yeah, that's just that's how I feel about the situation, man. You know, I just I go wide receiver, man. If one of them guys gonna be there, one of them niggas, they gonna be
Right,
there, bro. And man, you never know. If like say we pass on one of these guys turn out to be extremely explosive. You know, it's like I turn out to be a JSN or Jamal Chase or somebody. It's like fuck.
right,
We could have had all that, bro. You get it, cause like they said about Chris Olave, he can get taken out of the game. Not that he's not productive, but if they choose to double team him, or just it's not like you're gonna see if Chris Olave have a 60-yard game or 40-yard game, don't be shocked, and then we wind up losing, and because we don't have another receiver to take press. Not only is it gonna take pressure off Olave, he gonna be getting more open looks. It's gonna help both each other. Production is gonna be a complementary piece. And I don't feel like you could take that wide receiver position for granted, especially by this being an offensive driven league.
right. Yeah, I agree. I mean, when it comes down to it with the receivers, right? Like, just for example, look at Dallas, right? You know they have CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens, right?
Right.
They they help each other so well because Pickens, he's that vertical threat, and Lamb be creating separation out in the slot.
Exactly.
That helps each other because you can't guard both of them at the same time. The
Exactly.
Bengals with Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. Jamar's that big explosive guy, and T. Higgins is the slot slash vertical guy, and even
Right.
Chase can play in the slot too. So it's like with them and like the Vikings. I mean, Justin Jefferson dominates most of the time, and Jordan Addison, he's a pretty good number two behind Jefferson. So it's like, and you can't guard two number one and number twos at the same time. Like when a number two receiver feels like you're number one, then that means you're in a good situation.
Right.
Um, but yeah, so what y'all think? I think personally it's gonna be like 4 years,
Private contract.
32. I think 32 million might be the base salary, and there might be some incentives with that.
That sounds about right. About I think about 4 years, 33 mil. That sounds about right. To hop on your point, what you said, Mike, that's a good point you said, bro. And a lot of people I say, well, yeah, the Bengals didn't make the playoffs in 4 years. Yeah, their defense was the worst in the fucking league for two back-to-back years. They had the worst defense statistically in NFL history. But the offense was putting up what 30, 40, 30 points. They was the first team in NFL history to put up 30 points and lose in 7 games and lose three out of the four out of the three um, games. So when we don't have a defense that's worse, like bad, like that. That's the only way you ain't like with Drew Brees when we had them 7-9 straight teams. Our offense was decent. Brees putting up all it was decent, it was nice, putting up all them yards. But the defense was remember it was the worst. We had Jarius
Right,
Bird and goddamn Brandon Browner. That's when it was bad. Like if your shit is what's up, TK? If your shit is just worse, bad, what's up, TK? If your shit is just worse, like horrible,
right,
like 30th, you're not going nowhere. It's almost impossible because you can't match. Even if you match the point total, you can, but you might still get outscored again because your defense is that fucking garbage. So
right. I mean, and hey, look at when the Bengals had a good defense like a few years ago. They had a good defense. What happened? They made the damn Super Bowl.
the
So
Super
it's like
Bowl,
and that's when the Bengals defense is actually playing pretty good. And even the year after that, they made it back to the AFC
the
Championship with a
AFC
good
Championship,
defense.
say that,
But then
yep.
the year after that, the defense fell apart, and the Bengals could have made the playoffs if their defense, had a soul.
They
But
got rid of all their players. They got rid of all the
exactly,
niggas that they got all our niggas. Von Bell, Eli Apple, Trey Hendrickson.
yeah,
They got rid of all their niggas. All as soon as they went into free agency and they gutted their pieces, you feel me? It was they literally didn't never make it back. They literally got rid of Jesse Bates. They got rid of all them niggas, and it was over for them. Like, look at that. And but they was clicking, bro. Nobody can stop that tandem, bro. If they would have won a Super Bowl, if damn near they had no bullshit holding call on. They were cheating for the Rams. That shit was rigged for the Rams. But um, you got to have a wide receiver too in this league, man. You got
right,
to, you know what I'm saying? Even Cooper Cup to their JSN, they still had him running back. Still, you got to have, they had elite defenses. So they could get away with that shit. They had elite defense. You got to basically be balanced. Like, I don't think Quincy Riley and them is bad enough to just go in there, like, go in just because Alante Taylor gone, so we're going to go waste or go pick a cornerback. Like, I want to pick a cornerback, but like I said, man, I'm not saying this guy going to be a bad guy. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just going with the safest pick possible, bro. That's just me. Like, we didn't see Jeff Okuda get picked high from Ohio State, and he turned out to be a bust. So I mean,
right.
I'm not doing it. I'm going fucking pick a wide receiver two. You got to have a wide receiver two in this game. You got to,
Yeah.
unless you got an elite, because Cooper Cup played decent for them, but you gotta have an elite, unless you got like Seattle was what, like number two or number one in scoring defense. Unless you got something like that, it's different. Even the Texans, fuck. The Texans really had like the number one defense, but CJ Stroud kept turning the bitch over, and Nico Collins didn't even play in that game. So it's like they
Right.
didn't have no weapons.
Right. Yeah, and the Houston's a great example. It's like, your defense, like, and here's the thing. When people say, what would you rather do? Have a great offense or a great defense? You're going to be bad either way. Because either this is going to be the possibilities. Either scenario one, you have a great offense but a trash defense. Well, let's look at the Bengals, right?
Yeah.
Best offense, one of the best offenses in the league, and their ceiling is 9-8 because their defense can't guard a parked car with no wheels. But okay, let's look at scenario two then. You have a great defense but a bad offense. Well, then eventually that so and so great defense is going to get tired because
Yeah.
your offense can't do nothing with the ball. So
Yeah.
then you're going to end up getting blown out regardless of your defense because they're on the field 90% of the game.
Exactly.
So it's like you need to have at least a decent enough offense and defense to support each other. And hey, the Saints in 2009 proved you don't need an elite defense, but you at least need a defense where it's literally not the worst. Like, I'm sorry, but if the Saints from the 3 year stretch they went 7-9. If they even had a mid defense or a decent defense, Saints would have won like 13 games. So it's like, it just gets to a point where you just need you just can't have the worst of something. Like the Bengals, if the Bengals a couple years ago had a decent defense or a mid defense, they would have been in the playoffs.
Yep.
So like it doesn't work. Like, I'm sorry, but if you're one dimensional, you have a great offense and a bad defense, or a great defense but a bad offense, it's not going to work. Like you're going to be bad either way. You're not going to make the playoffs, and if you do make the playoffs, you're not going far because of being one dimensional like that.
Exactly. The No Chop podcast said y'all think we should snatch 2 wide receivers in the draft.
I won't be mad at it.
I wouldn't be mad at it, but I wouldn't. I would address unless if you go around, because I don't know. I don't think so, because it's too much. Like, we already got a tight end. Take that in consideration. We're gonna be trying to use probably that jumbo package. We ain't gonna be able to give everybody the ball.
Right.
Yeah, I don't want if we get like Chris Bell or in the NFL, right? Whether what personnel we run, 13 personnel, 20 personnel, it's not really that room enough for a third receiver to get busy. It's just like unless it's a slot, unless you're playing in a slot, like that's what the tight end is. Tight end is basically like your third wide receiver. So if you got a tight end, which we already got a good tight end in Juwan Johnson, and we bring in Chris Bell, Mekhi Lemon, and Olave, it's not going to be enough to spread it around. It's going to be kind of like you'll never probably really see their full potential, because wide receiver 1 and wide receiver 2 plus tight end, somebody going to decline in production. It's unless you just running this fucking spread offense where you lining out 5 motherfuckers. So I don't think so. I wouldn't go get I would go get a D tackle or an edge rusher. We already got a Chris Olave. We just really need 2 receivers in that tight end. It's just not gonna be enough the ball to go around for everybody to get busy. You know what I mean? Unless you won't bring it in for depth, because we got decent depth. Trey Palmer and Polk. I'm not bad backup depth pieces. Now it is interesting that I could kind of bring back my statement, because if I'm not mistaken, Mekhi Lemon plays the slot. I could be wrong, but I think he is a slot receiver. Is he?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, because
but he also be playing the outside as well. Like, he plays the outside most of the time, but he plays in the slot sometimes.
So if he can play in the slot, then that changes the dynamic of. That's like, he can play in the slot. It's kind of a little different. You got one that can ride out. He said Lemon can play both. Yeah, see, that's the thing. You got him playing in the slot. You put a nigga on the outside. You could kind of do damage like that. It all depends on how good you is to manipulate. Because I also think we got 2 pass catchers as far as ETN and Elvin Kamara. Those are catching out of the back. So I might take a D tackle. I don't know, man. Like, if you have 2 good, it all depends, bro. It all depends on who you got. You know what I'm saying? At the position, like cornerback is just like it is a need, but if you can, like, we play a lot of zone, just like Pittsburgh, they play a lot of man. So
I think the Saints, though, they love like targeting like undrafted receivers. So I think they're gonna get their second receiver after the draft, because like look at some of the UDFA's we picked up. Rashid Shaheed, prime example. They picked up and Mason Tipton, and I'm pretty sure was Deontay Hardy. Was he undrafted or was he a late round pick?
He was undrafted.
Yeah, like he was
Harris was undrafted.
So yeah, I think like the Saints, they usually target, like if they draft a receiver, they usually get another one in UDFA. So we'll see if they get another one. And the UDFA receiver usually plays pretty good at football. So yeah.
Yeah, it's like you can have a balance. We could look at it like you said, Houston. You got Pittsburgh. They might have probably have the best cornerbacks in the league. With they have to have Jamel Dean signed with them and JPJ. But you still have to take in consideration that on the defense side of the ball, you have to have a quarterback and a balanced offense as well as the Texans. What they had Stingley and they had what it is Lassiter, and they
Yeah,
was they
Kamar
was holding
Lassiter.
niggas to 17 points a game. But without that, Nico Collins didn't play that game. That quarterback just turning that bitch over and shit like that. You got to have an offense that's ready to flow, And I can't
Right.
see Tyler Chuck throwing picks, but it's like he said I like Anderson out of LSU in the later
Yeah,
rounds. Yeah, I
Aaron
like him too.
Anderson. Yeah, he cool. I wouldn't be mad if we drafted him in like the fifth or sixth round.
Me personally, bro, what I really think, I fuck with the draft, but I don't try to get too. The reason I don't try to get too hung up and stuck, because anybody between like most likely people that fall in the first round might be good and productive players, or in the second round when you get to like third, fourth, fifth, something like that. That's like a gamble type shit. Anybody could be good at any position, sometimes anywhere. Uh, Basically, sometimes don't dealing with a scheme. So it's like, unless it's like a first round, like I think that like the first round pick to me is gonna be the most impactful pick. I feel like because of the position and how he's gonna be most utilized. Like say you draft in the third, fourth round, motherfucker might not even get in the game. You know what I mean? Unless somebody get hurt and you see emergent like a fourth round pick, unless he beat out somebody. But most likely
Right.
everybody that's coming back on the roster gonna have ain't no fourth round pick gonna probably beat him out of D tackle. But you talking about first and second round. Listen, I like I said, man, I want a wide receiver, man. I want to see some explosive offense. I want to be able to know that I can go out there, even if my defense, because let's be honest, it's not like we don't project the Saints to have the worst offense worst defense in football. Like if they middle of the pack, we seen it. Drew Brees, when we won the Super Bowl, we was ranked 20th. So I don't expect if I feel like the way that I view Tyler Shuck is he got the mentality of an assassin. He can go out there and carve you up with that bullshit ass pieces that we had. And if you give him pieces like weapons, actual weapons, but that dude could be a sad. We got the best offense in the league and go toe to toe with anybody. You can't tell me that our defense gonna be like the Bengals and take a big ass step back because Alante Taylor gone. Like, so that's what I'm banking on. I'm banking on us having an explosive offense. And because I don't think one player just gonna change the whole dynamic of the franchise. Can, but one player could be stopped as well. I know sometimes it can take pressure off a lot of people, but bro, players could get taken out of games, D lines could get taken out of games. Um, that wide receiver is gonna be hard to plan for that shit. You look at the tape, it's gonna be hard for a team to go in there saying, okay, if I pay too much attention to this nigga, I could get burnt by this nigga over here.
Right.
So Mike, I think that's why I'm just leaning on if that's just much of a safe pick, Cornell Tate or Makai Lemon. It's like, bro, our offense need that lead. Like I know some people shitting on the receiver idea, bro. Stop. You cannot go wrong with a wide receiver, man.
Or yeah, I mean, wide receivers, I feel like are probably like the most safest first round
Yeah.
picks out there.
Yep.
Because like if you are like drafting a quarterback, well, quarterback is like the toughest position, and
Yeah.
running back, most of the running backs be failing like that, and tight end, you never know unless you're getting like a Brock Bowers or a Tyler Warren or a Colson Loveland. Most of the tight ends need time. Like even Travis Kelce, right? He gets drafted, I think in the third round. He
Uh-huh.
took like 2 to 3 years to develop. And George Kittle, he was not a top five tight end overnight. Like,
Right.
so it's like, I mean, I think, but wide receivers, when it comes to that, most teams are just drafting for like a number two wide receiver in the draft most of the time in the first round. And then the number two wide receiver could play like a number one because the number one that's alongside him is good at football. So it's like, like if
Mhm.
the Saints are drafting Carnell Tate or Tyson or Lemon, they're going to be playing alongside like a borderline top 10 receiver in Chris Olave, a guy that can create for himself, a guy that can make other receivers better by, just being Chris Olave. So with the New Orleans Saints, the Saints are in an interesting position where the Saints literally can't go wrong in the draft.
Yeah.
They can't. Like, it's impossible. I mean, unless they draft like the 27th best player on the board at 8, the Saints, like, if the Saints do what everybody's telling them to do, they can't go wrong.
They can't. Yeah, they can't. You can't go wrong with it. You definitely can't go wrong with it, bro. My bad. Okay, like I said, my bad. You can't go wrong with the pick, bro, at all. You can't. That's why I say, you know what I'm saying? I'm excited about it. It's kind of like low key got me a little it's like fuck. It's like if I want as much as I want, like let's say we gotta master the lane. It'll be nice, but then to see what this guy sees, this guy really is who he say he is. Not to say that he's not, but I feel like even with the coming out of the media, it'll be more talked about as more as just knowing that we got another weapon to go against Shuck, like a, you know, like that's just kind of what I'm feeling like. This Shuck, man, like if we could, like, let's get the nigga to his full potential, like, you know what I'm saying? Let's get him to see what he could look like with full blown weapons around him. You know, like we could literally go from the worst offense in the league to like number 1, bro, top 5. And if that's the case, bro, like you said, you don't need no motherfucking top 5 defense to get there. If you got a nice ass defense, bro, that can make stops and make turnovers sometimes, or not getting scored on every drive. Because like I said, you might need a defense to stop a motherfucker make a nigga punt 3 times, or 2 or 3 times a game, right? And you still win a game by like what, double digits, you know?
Right.
That's what I think on it, bro. What you think, bro?
Yeah. I mean, like I said about the defense, and we went over this. Most of the teams that win, like, yeah, don't get me wrong, having a top defense definitely saves, but like the Saints won the Super Bowl having literally the definition of average at defense.
20.
Even like if you want to be like, yeah, that's low key below average, to be honest with you. But it didn't matter. You know why? Because the Saints offense, because the defense was not a good defense, but they could get stops. Like, they weren't giving up 50 points every single damn game.
Yeah.
But when you go to the 7-win Saints, the Saints that would drop 40 points on you like it was nobody's business, they kept losing all these games. You know why? Because the defense was literally the worst in the league.
Yeah,
I'm talking about
the fucking worst. They was literally the worst, dog. That Jerry,
like both of us combined could probably score 50 points on the Saints defense. That's how bad they were. Like, I'm pretty sure the Saints defense was so bad that I'm pretty sure they would get run over by a dang train with no wheels and no steering wheel and no driver. So it's like, yeah, it's just gets to the point where it's like the defense. What's the biggest need on defense for us? Says TK. I think it has to be the cornerback position. Like, Kool-Aid is cool and all, no pun intended, but it's like I don't think the Saints really have a number 1 corner like that. It's like Quincy Riley's good, Kool-Aid's good, but they're not like the cornerback position. I feel like you need great corners if you want to win. Like, that's the position that you need, like, great corners. Because it's like when you're going up against the best of the best receivers, I'm sorry, but like Kool-Aid, I feel like is a high level 2. I don't think he's the number 1. Because Kool-Aid, I mean, the dude just turned into sugar water so many times last season. So it's like, and Alontae Taylor, I even think, even if the Saints did bring back Alontae Taylor, I think the cornerback would still be our main position of need, even if they did bring him back.
You can't cover. You can't cover.
Yeah, I mean, the Saints really don't have any outside corners, and we don't have a nickelback. Like, Kool-Aid can attack the outside like decent enough, but it's like if it like, thankfully the Saints have probably the best safety room in the NFL.
I'm just gonna say that,
Like,
Thanker,
yeah,
bring Thanker down the corner.
yeah, like Sanger at corner. That's what I was getting to. Like, if the Saints want to move the Sanger to corner, I think it would be excellent in that position. Because like Sanger was probably our most locked down corner, and the dude's a safety.
Yeah.
Last
Damn.
season, Sanger was locked down. Now, like Sanger had to help Kool-Aid on most of his stuff, and like Justin Reed, he's not what we wanted him to be, but he wasn't bad last year. And Jordan Howden showed some promise, and what's his name? Julian Blackman. Before Blackman got hurt, like he played in one game, I think, and he played pretty good in that one game he played until he got hurt. So like the Saints, I think, have the best safety room in the league. And Terrell Burgess, I mean, they just re-signed him. He played solid enough last season.
So what you think about moving Sanger down at the 1, letting Kool-Aid Jost the 2, and keeping out and Riley playing the nickel?
I would love that. I would love that personally. I mean, the Saints, like with Kool-Aid, like I said, him being a number 2, I think would help him a lot because his rookie year, Kool-Aid had a good rookie year because he wasn't a number 1. Lattimore was still here, and Debo was still here. Kool-Aid was, to be honest, our number 3, and he was excellent at it. And Sanker, I felt like at times last year was our number 1 corner, and the dude played safety. Like every time Sanker was lined up in man coverage, he was forcing turnovers, making tackles. It's like Jonas Sanker, I think was probably top 2 best safeties, like best rookie safeties. It's either him or Nick War. That's a conversation for another day. But it's like with Jonas Sanker, I think he's just great. So why not LSU corner at 8? I mean, Mansour Delane. Look, I wouldn't mind him being the 8th overall pick, but like Izzy was saying, it gets to a point where it's like you need offensive firepower. But like if we draft the Lion, I ain't gonna cry about it.
Right.
I might cry tears of joy, to be honest with you, because it's like it's not just an LSU thing, because I'm also a big LSU fan, but it's also just having an elite corner again, because like we haven't had an elite corner since Lattimore, and like so it's like yeah.
Yeah, and it's like to what you said. I wouldn't be pissed off. I wouldn't cry. Shit the bed, piss the bed out if we got the nigga at 8, because I just want to go after Chris Bell in the second round. You know what I'm saying? I know we'll definitely pick him up. Um, it's just the fact that it comes to a point. Let me see if I could just see what these niggas would be like. It'd be easy to envision a pick. Like if I know for a fact that dude gonna be a lockdown corner, not gonna be a bust, or half of the play he is, or then it's easy to decipher. Just what I'm saying, going up against, like you said, I know he locked down the SEC, so that is a nice task. Um, it's just really hard to just like you said, like just say one of the guys like that guy Chris Johnson from San Diego State or whatever. Just say one of these guys it could give the same production as a man. So like I said, college is different from the NFL. Not saying dude's not gonna be locked down, but let's just say we could get the same amount of production from them. Same thing like vice versa with the wide receiver position. It's just when you draft a wide, especially when you draft a wide receiver in the first round, they definitely gonna get those corners too. But I'm saying like I know for a fact that our offense will go from what 20 some points a game to 30 immediately. Like I know that kind of production. It's hard to pass up on. Like, I say, can you go see one of these receivers go somewhere else and they start killing this shit? And it's like, damn. And then what if dude average? I don't know, man. I'm not saying dude gonna be average, but I'm not gonna pass him up. But um, it's just like I don't know for sure. Like you don't know shit for sure. You know what I'm saying? Who gonna be good and who gonna really be like that? For all we know, Jeremiah Love could be a bust. We don't know, but we seen plenty of niggas be a bust. Trent Richardson, uh,
Right.
Jamarcus Russell. Fuck, Emeka Buka ain't even, a lot of people ain't really what they say they is, like what they is, but we've seen these first round receivers. What JSN was a first round pick. We've seen these receivers that going in the first round lately been playing pretty good. And I'm trying to see what corner I could think about that went in the first round that was productive for the last
Uh,
year. What DJ Turner,
Christian
maybe?
Gonzalez. Christian
I think
Gonzalez.
DJ Turner, play for Cincinnati.
I
Christian
don't think he was a
Gonzalez,
first round pick though.
who DJ Turner.
Yeah, I think he was like a second or a third.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I mean, like, I don't know, man. I just feel like then a part of me is want the media to hype it up. I think the media be more hyped about us getting a receiver, but I don't know, man. I just feel like that's my safe. I feel like now this guy Mansell Delane is just a fucking another JPJ or Derek Stingley, somebody like that could actually just lock a nigga down. Then I'd be like, okay, for sure. I'm not saying that he's not. It's like it's like another Marshawn Lattimore for us, bro. Then it's like, okay, bam, you can't go wrong with it. I don't think you can still go wrong with it. It's either out of that nigga. I want that nigga right there, that cornerback, or I want Tate, Lemon. I don't really know about Tyson because of the injury history. If he had an injury shit with him, I'll have him there. Um, it's just it's a safe pick. I think it's a I don't know, man. I just don't know, bro. Because like I said, I know you do need feel like you need a number one DB at least, but I don't know if these like I just don't know, bro. That's why I just don't this fucking when it starts getting to like round two, round three, it's like you start playing a guessing game. Who's gonna be this? Who's gonna be that?
Right.
Round one is most likely for sure lock pick, but then at the same time, it could be a lock, but then the motherfucker might not really live up to their true potential. They might be okay or like this go. We go like I say, if we go get Mansell Delane, that nigga better be a lock for sure. Locking niggas down, taking away number one receivers. Like he better be like a JPJ, taking people out the game, shit like that, or you know what I'm saying, like a Stingley. He got to be doing some shit like that, And I would be
Right.
like, but I do got confidence in the nigga. But I don't know. Maybe my guts want to go around. I want to see some flash ass off. Like that 3-and-out shit, dog. That got to be the most aggravating shit ever. Just seeing your team where they can't do nothing. We didn't go 3-and-out like that with Chuck, but we had some times where the offense was stalling. Like I want to be able to blow motherfuckers out. Like I want to go against the best defense, like the Seattle's, the Patriots, and be like, look, y'all gonna have to account for us, nigga, because y'all gonna have to. We could get busy. Like if you think Chris Bell gonna be that nigga, like if you feel that, which I do think Chris Bell can be that, but if you don't, or are you afraid of the injury, or you know if you're gonna be ready for training camp on week
Right.
one. Like I don't want nobody gonna be injured week one, bro. I want motherfucker to be playing. I don't know if Chris Bell gonna be I don't know if he gonna be what you call him.
Like
I don't know if Chris Bell gonna be ready.
yeah, like you don't think he's gonna be like that alpha guy.
Huh?
You don't think he's gonna be that alpha guy.
No, I didn't necessarily could be the alpha. He is a possibility that Chris Bell can even be better than Olave. What I'm saying is, um, I don't think he's gonna be like he's just coming off an ACL injury. I think you can still recover and be good.
Right.
I'm not
Right.
worrying about it. I'm not worrying about that limited production. You niggas could come off the ABC agent piece and come off ACL though to have MVP season. MVP season. What I'm saying is the medical, is he gonna be ready to go week one? I don't want nothing to be where throw up our season, then he not getting first team reps because he not even gonna play week one. Like we don't know what I don't see more on his medical to know if make me comfortable with taking Chris Broussard in the first round. I mean not Chris Broussard. Look at this comment to my Bernard. Taking Mansell Delane at number 8 and then feeling comfortable with taking Chris. But I wouldn't be mad at that. I wouldn't be mad
Yeah.
at it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad at it either.
I just gotta know this dude gonna play like it's medical, man. And shit,
Right.
and what if I don't really it's hard, I don't really be wanting no injury prone with it. See like you coming up like, ACL shit in college. I know Shuck was injury prone, but like he wasn't injury prone, he was just having like freak it wasn't like he was just getting those he was just fucked up. The league is so protective around a quarterback in the NFL where it's like you can't really hit them too crazy and shit. So I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know who the fuck I want. I ain't gonna
Yep.
cap Mike. This shit is fuck, dude. If I Yeah, we just have to see how that shit go. But shit, why the fuck does the draft gotta be so far away? Like, damn, they make a nigga wait already 8 months. Cancel it. Hey, did you see that new proposal that Robert Kraft had
Yeah,
made to like add fuck one of them preseason, take one of them preseason games away and put an extra second round bye, what they were supposed to do in an 18 game? Like,
yeah,
I'm
that's not
for
even
that,
gonna do anything.
huh?
It's not even gonna do anything. Like just adding a buy
Yeah,
is just
yeah.
gonna.
The bye,
It's
but
like
yeah, the extra game, yeah. Take the whole preseason away. Fuck August. Dude, why do
that's
I need
all
to
I'm
see?
saying, man. Like, what's the point? Like, okay, I understand having preseason so you know everybody can make the team, like so you know who can make the team. But like, dude, like okay, like if you want to have some, like have like a competition, like training camp competition, and
Yeah,
if you don't do well in there, then you get cut or something. But like having us watch
bullshit.
meaningless games, like a team could beat you 47-10, and you
Yeah,
don't give a damn because it's the preseason, and you could beat the team 75-0, and you don't care because it's the damn pre. Like, come on, man.
right. And you know what's even stupider?
What?
Like you said, if you got a training camp, you know how they be having them joint practices, like when we play, like when we could play
Yeah, like do
Tampa.
more of that if you want. Like,
That's what the fuck you need to have where you got an actual opponent that's practicing. You know they ain't gonna want to get burnt because they're gonna still be on the mixed team. Preseason, you got back starters gonna play the first rep starters gonna play the first round, and then the backups are playing backups. How the fuck you gonna know who'll be good, dumbass nigga, if backups are playing backups?
exactly. And what if you do play a start in the preseason and then they get hurt for the entire year?
Yeah, stupid. That's stupid. That preseason, they need to take the whole. All we shouldn't be waiting no 8 months for football. I'm probably try to make a campaign for that shit because like NBA, they come on so fast, bro. Like, and they have 80 fucking games. Like, we already only got 17 games. I'm not extending for the season to be even long because I be tweaking to get to the playoffs. But we need to have a shortened off season, bro. There's no reason that somebody's scouting out of their fucking mind and taking all day. And the Super Bowl February, we gotta wait 2 more months just to get to a draft. Like, no, bro. Nigga, if you can't get all your scouting in 1 month,
Yeah,
it don't make sense. And then take that shit out. Take the what the hell a training camp starting way I think May 20th. Why is training
yeah,
camp starting way a month and a half after that? That don't even make sense. Then you got
like
the fucking uh
it's crazy.
OT. No, that's OTAs. I believe training camp will start to July 22nd. I believe. Fucking
Yeah, I
stupid.
mean training camp starts literally like a week or two before preseason
That's
starts. Like,
stupid.
it's
That
like
don't even make
what?
sense.
Like you're telling me that you start training camp in the month of July when everybody's been on the team now for like 3 months at
Exactly.
least,
Exactly.
and you're telling me that they can't get no reps in until July.
Yeah, they gotta chop that shit.
The end of July. Like, not July 1st, July 2nd, July 7th. We're talking about July 22nd.
Right. Yeah, they gotta chop that shit off, bro. They gotta
Like,
chop that shit off. That's
what?
too long. That's too long. That's too
I
long to
say
be
have
waiting
training
about.
camp in, like, May or something. Like, have training camp, like, right after the draft so,
Yes.
your guys are, like, ready.
Exactly.
Like, and then you wonder why players come into the season rusty and why they're not good off the bat. It's because they can't train.
Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't know what. I'm surprised they even do that shit because like, wouldn't they even want to make more money? I don't even know what to say about that. That's
You
just
remember 2020 where they eliminated preseason because of COVID?
yeah.
Like that was like I had no problem with it.
Yeah, we was driving. I mean, it was just dumb like this. So they do stupid shit, bro. It just it's really a pain in the ass, man. Like, cause I mean, like after the draft, all we're gonna do is we're gonna be talking about the draft picks for a little while. Then it's gonna get to a point where, come on, man, I'm ready to see this production on the field. Fuck a mini camp. For a little while. I'm ready to get back to week one, man.
Right.
Fucking OTAs, but it just yeah, that's a bad rule that they got. I mean,
I mean the playoffs. I remember. I understand the schedule used to be shorter, but like the playoffs used to start in freaking December back in the day.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, man. They just I don't know what I just hope that they look at that and reduce it at least just reduce it at least by 3 months. Take 8 months off and 5 months, at least 4 months, bro. 4 months at the minimum, and we wait 4 months, but because
Right.
that's too fucking long, bro. Like nigga don't be fucking
Right.
waiting all that day on the football. You know what I'm saying? This draft shit. Nigga get sick of speculating. We talking about the draft. We ready to see who the fuck gonna get picked, who not, and then you gotta wait 5 more months for some bullshit.
Right. It's like, preseason. It's like how you know someone gonna be good if they're going up against third stringers. It's like, I
Exactly.
mean, like if a quarterback throws for 300 yards and 5 touchdowns against guys that aren't even going to be on the team, I mean, is that really that impressive to you?
Exactly. Yep. It's
But
not, bro.
but you got a whole committee up in a room, the NFL committee or whatever, like the league office, right? You got the people reviewing this bull crap, is talking about player safety, and yet we have preseason games that don't mean nothing, and we keep extending the season, and we keep like making rules to where player safety is a big thing just for nobody to be safe. It's like what?
Exactly.
It's a physical game. People are gonna get hurt. It's gonna happen. So like y'all just making yourself sound bad.
Exactly. I think preseason more see it what players have. No, but it's no like you said, you playing against third backups. It's not like you got Joe Burrow and them playing against the starters, and then when they leave out, you got second stringers playing second stringers. How can you know if they good if they're playing people that might not even be on the fucking team?
Right.
Shit stupid. Stupid, man. Yeah, that's just kind of crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit just got me tweaking, man. I'm just ready, man. Cause like I say, I see all these fucking mock drafts. I'm just like, it's a different fucking mock draft every day. I'm like, I get sick of seeing that shit. I'm gonna be honest.
Right.
I get sick of seeing the fucking mock draft. Yeah, fucking Jeremiah Love coming back up. Like, it's like, come on, dude. We just want it's just speculating shit to talk about. We need to. Well, I said we got to start using our voice, man, as fans and as podcasters, like coming out like, man, why the fuck is we waiting on? We sick of talking about this shit. We ready for y'all to reduce this fucking off season so we can have some shit. So we can be close to like NBA, bro. They end in October. I mean, they start in October and they end in goddamn June.
June.
June. So literally 4 months off, bro, and then they got a longer on season than off season.
Right.
Stupid. It's dumb. It's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But we can't do nothing about it. But anyways, man. So like I said, how you feeling about this roster?
I like the roster, man. I mean, a lot of people think the same stuff. A lot of like I was watching this one video earlier where some guys like I can't see the Saints winning the division, and look, I'm not saying we're going 100% to win the division, but what I am saying is you can't see us winning. I mean, why? Because we won 6 games last year.
Right.
Like, I don't know if you know or not. Most of the teams that end up making the playoffs, like if a team did not do good 1 year, that don't mean that they're going to be bad. Like we're not the Jets, where we're automatically going to be bad every year just for existing. Like that's
Right.
not a like even the Browns. I mean, people say how bad the Browns are. I mean, the Browns make the playoffs from time to time. So it's like
Exactly.
seasons change. Like NFL seasons change, and but yeah, I like our roster. I mean, the Saints knew what they had to get done. They needed an interior guard. They needed some help to the run game. They got a freaking tight end in case Juwan Johnson gets banged up or they need somebody else, and Noah Fant could block too, man. Like, don't see all the man blocking ability. And they were able to, like the Mario Davis leaves for the Jets. So what do? Get a linebacker to replace him. So it's like,
Mm-hmm.
the Saints, Saints. I think going into the draft, they eliminated most of their draft needs. So
Right.
now, like they know what they gotta get done: draft corner, draft receiver, maybe draft an edge rusher and your good skis.
All right, that's true.
Like I said, the only thing I wish that they could improve on, which they still have time to improve on, is the cornerback position, man. I mean, if we get a lockdown cornerback one, it's over for the division.
Right. Yeah, that's why I say, man, we just go in the game. We could just light everybody asses up.
Right,
Just I want the aerial attack, man. Like I don't know, bro. I do not know.
right,
But shit, I think we could get it done though. I think we could get everything. I think we could get everybody just that I just feel like Chuck gonna command that offense and just the mental is what I'm more concerned about when it come down to Tyler Shuck as far as his poise in the pocket, the mental, like he just could process it, changing a lot of shit at the line of scrimmage, audible and all the shit, bullshit. Because you got talent, bro, like be a little reckless. Like Shador, I feel like Shador, like sad he got the talent, you know what I'm saying, but it's reckless. That's why you wind up throwing 7 touchdowns and 10 interceptions. And you'll say, well, he ain't got no receiving core. Yeah, Tyler Shuck, they have no receiving core. A lot of people have receiving core. You have to, then I mean, you have to play turnover football. Not to say that the guy ain't gonna be got a lot of people riding his dick a lot. I ain't gonna lie, but what I'm saying, if we with the Saints, I'd probably be doing the same shit, but no homo. But yeah, they don't even talk about Tyler Shuck, and he had the best rookie quarterback season. So I don't feel I should go. Well, we know because of Deion Sanders and shit.
right.
I only heard Lou. Only motherfucker I heard talking about Tyler Shuck is Lewis Riddick.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. Passer rating of 91 compared to I think Shador had like a 65 or something. I'm not shitting on Shador. I think Shador would be a good quarterback, but I don't know if he might be as good as people project. Unless the team that he on, fucking Browns. But man, to not be talking about Tyler Shuck is kind of fucked up. It just shows you that the fucking stupid ass media got a narrative because you talking about this guy producing a Cam Ward, but they didn't do shit. So why are they being talking about in being constantly? Of course, you could bring them up because they the number one pick, but bro, dude, y'all got to give Tyler Shuck some more credit from what he been doing, bro. That's stupid ass shit.
Right.
It's bullshit, man. I ain't gonna lie. But I'm ready for this shit to pop off, dog. I ain't gonna care, man.
Yeah.
I see another motherfucking mock draft. I'm gonna sick of mock draft. I just get sick of seeing that shit, man. It's a new motherfucker every day. I'm like, okay, let me just stop. These motherfuckers just, it's like, damn, I don't know how people get chopped chicken, but I'm talking about the mock shit, like the Mel Kipe. Y'all do the same shit about a
Right.
motherfucking mock draft. Like, nigga, either you gonna stop changing this shit up. Ain't nothing changing different with no move going for y'all to be having a fucking new mock draft every day.
Like these dudes, like they try to be so original, and then they just do the same. Like it
Right?
gets to a point where they have third round guys going in the first round just to be original. Like,
Yeah, that's true. Niggas say it to be original. Yeah,
yeah.
niggas be doing all that shit.
Like, how do you suck at being original? It's like,
Bro, they have
dude,
motherfuckers. Dog, they be hyping motherfuckers. Oh, this guy, motherfucker, 6 round talent in the first round and shit. Like trying to hype motherfuckers up and all kind of fucking Google Gaga bullshit.
like man, you remember when Daniel Jones was coming out of Duke,
Yeah,
and like
that trash motherfucker.
for whatever reason, out of Duke, he was so mid, but like most of the NFL scouts just liked him for whatever reason, and they started hyping him up, and
Mhm.
everybody universally agreed Daniel Jones was pretty bad at football. But the only ones who did not agree were the guys that were supposed to agree with us and being the GMs, and that ruined the Giants for like the next 5 years of their existence. And then
Yeah.
now they got Jackson Dart and them boys. Jones was playing pretty well for the Colts, but regardless, the fact that he was a first round pick was kind of stupid because for whatever reason, NFL scouts are the dumbest people I've ever seen. So
Yeah, it is.
how do you get paid? How do you get paid millions of dollars to be stupid?
Them niggas don't. Them
I
niggas
could do that.
don't
I
anybody,
could do that
bro.
for a quarter of the price.
Them niggas just be. That's why I said they be. Some of them dudes don't really be knowing what the fuck they talking about. They just media puppets and they say all kind of puppet shit because they want to, Just like
Right,
half of them dudes don't believe. Um, with a lot of shit that half of them dudes don't believe in, but they just said like Josh Allen, they hype him up every fucking year. He lose every year in the playoff. They try to make excuses for him. They try to make Patrick Mahomes fall off. They talking about he gonna be the fucking Undertaker and make a return and all this bullshit. It's like, man, just stop that shit, man. Just
right,
stop it.
right.
Stop it. Yeah, that's some fucking bullshit. Well, everybody at the night, man. What the fuck going on tonight? What the day is?
Man, they're getting shucked tonight. They're getting shucked tonight.
Crazy. I'm not gonna get ready to get off in a minute. Anyways, it'll be an early night today. I'll be back tomorrow. Um, yeah, I'll probably come back here tomorrow. Be picked back up. You know what I mean, man. But you got anything else left? It'll be an early
Nah, man. All I gotta say, Atlanta, y'all suck.
night. Last 2 nights been crazy. Yeah, it been off and on, man. Y'all Saints fans, man, come through here, man. Y'all inconsistent ass Saints fans, the ones that don't want to show up. I barely show up every. I had a motherfucker come up in here. A whole month, like, man, who the hell is you? I ain't never see who this nigga is. Y'all come on, man. I know I might not catch every day, but damn, shit, come in that room at least for the support.
Right.
So we could get this thing booming, man. We get this Saints thing on the map. We get more Saints fans to come in here. We get more Saints fans to react to this and give their opinion, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just Saints chill room. Do appreciate you for Mike, man, for coming through and this motherfucker chilling with a nigga, dog. I appreciate that. You know what I mean?
Problem, man.
Jerry G, man, in the chat faithfully every time people are like they coming in the room. Ain't that crazy?
Yeah,
Jerry
man.
G, man, appreciate it, bro. Appreciate that shit, man. Jerry G being this thing every day, already in the comments. Appreciate that, man. I didn't see a lot of motherfuckers. I didn't see J Live. I didn't see. I don't know what them guys. I know he be working. We know Billy gonna come every fucking blue moon, so he already let us know him. He just scapegoat, so he escaping shit. Oh man, anybody got any more last questions, comments, concerns? It'll be a little early one tonight. Anybody got any peace time on TK? Questions, comments, concern? Yeah, TK, we'll be on the page tomorrow. Um, talking about my nigga James Harden. We're gonna be probably be in the NBA. If y'all like the NBA content, we'll be on the other Game Blitz page at 7:30. I'm gonna still be here. I'm gonna still do this class for nine. But this tomorrow class for the Saints class is gonna be for 9:30. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna be back here. I'm leaning more to a Monday through Friday schedule, and then picking it back, trying to probably add those 2 days back every day
Right.
um once the season start back up. Like, well, once it get closer to we thinking I'll be live every day, but right now the schedule gonna probably be Monday through Friday unless some breaking news or some shit happen. Well, I come on here and talk about it. So for right now we're gonna be do Monday through Friday for 9 o'clock. 9
Mm,
o'clock. So for right now, unless I just feel like coming on this motherfucker and talking shit, you know what I mean? But for right now it's gonna be Monday through Friday. Um so I'm out here, man. I appreciate y'all, man. I'm finna give me some fucking Wendy's. I'm fucking hungry. Dave Double.
yeah, man. Yeah, peace out.
All right, man. Peace out. Appreciate you, Mike. All right, man.
No
Love y'all,
problem.
man. I'm out. Who that?